What's good, big dog? It's your boy Dre. This is Samurai Kennels Morning Live. The Shogun Bros. No DECALF. This morning we're gonna be talking about why Santos, and why I think you should use. Let me rephrase that. Why I think that Garner Santos is such an important dog in our program. I ain't gonna tell you what you should do, but I'm gonna tell you what I like to do. Big A, what's good, big dog?
Hey, what's happening, man? You know what it is. Back in here like I left my wallet and keys, man. Yeah.
Yes, sir, man. So as y'all know, man, we decided that we wanted to tighten up on the first 10 minutes of the video. So of course we can get to our roll call here in a second. But uh, for those of y'all who are new to the channel, man, Digital Dog Show entries are available from April 1st through April 30th. And each month from the first to the end of the month, we air them on the Saturday immediately following that month. There are cash prizes. You can enter from anywhere. They're free to enter. Any breed is acceptable. Yeah, Big A, did I miss anything?
No, but if anybody missed out on anything, we'll be filling you in throughout the show. And all the information that you need is in the description below. So check the description, man. It's got 3 videos in there, man. It's got about the digital dog show. Then it's got how to enter and how to show your dog in the digital dog show. And then it has last month's digital dog show on there. So you get a bit of all 3 so you can get a full feel what you're getting into.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Kwan Washington said, I have some line bred spike blood coming out of that Santos DSP blood. What do you think of the line? Asking as a student. Yeah, man. So we're going to cook on that today, man. And definitely, I got the Santos pedigree already queued up in the background. I got Garner's video of Santos. I'm going to show you some other Santos dogs and some other kennels you can get perspective from as well. And then we're going to cook on that, man. We're going to cook on it. And when I'm speaking about the Santos blood, I think right off, it's a pre-potent blood. I think it gets a lot of flack because of the whole spike being in the background. There's controversy with that, but I'll share what I understand about the controversy, and we'll educate everybody on that so we can all get on the same page. Because maybe the controversy that everybody's talking about, maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know, but we'll get to it, you know. But definitely a great question, K1. All right. So Big A. So we got Digital Dog Show out the way. Memberships.
Yeah.
We have it for as low as $1, and we're going to start having more members only content. We want members. We want the membership to be worth it. But we want more memberships. We want to get the numbers up. All right.
Yep. And we're gonna make it worth your while too. It's more beneficial to be a member than not. You know.
Yes, sir. Yeah. For sure, man. Miss McFarland in the building. How it goes, man. How it goes.
Let's get
this quick roll call in, Big A. And then any questions they got about Digital Dog Show memberships, all that stuff, we can chop it up, and then we're gonna get to this.
Okay.
Why Santos blood? Why Santos blood?
Roger that.
James Brown Sr. in the building.
Hey, James Brown.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the big payback. Come on, give it to me now.
Yes, sir. Brother JT in the building. He said, salute, heard great things about the Santos and his offspring. Act good too. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, we're going to talk about that, man. Salute, JT.
Yeah, very confirmationally sound, too.
Yes. And you know what? We're going to give y'all some secrets on how to get your dogs confirmationally sound today as well. We talked about how confirmation standards work yesterday. We're going to talk about which bloods can tighten yourself up and actually make them look as good as they act. Because you already got good dogs. That's why you got them. But they might not look the way the judges want them to look from the winning confirmation shows. You know what I'm saying? They don't mean they ain't out there catching hogs. Don't take it away. Don't get it twisted. Don't mean they ain't out there catching hogs, but maybe they don't meet all the standards we talked about yesterday as far as the looks category. You know, sometimes you have that ugly warrior and go ahead and get them a princess. You know what I'm saying? Put them together, you know, and try to make some kids is worth a dang. But man, we'll cook on that. Yeah. Brother Welsh in the building.
Hey, what's happening?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hard finish. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. The top shot to hot and finish in the building.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Heart and finish say, I stay away from controversial blood as much as possible. Hey, you know what? I can't help it. That's the ones I tend to like. And it's crazy you say that, man, because I don't like controversy. I don't like drama. But Red Boy and Red Boy Jocko, specifically Red Boy, has a bunch of controversy behind it. And that's what I was raised on. And then the Santos blood and the Dynamite blood also have a bunch of controversy behind them. And the dogs that come out of it have the appearance that I like. So definitely a very, very profound statement of their heart and finish, man. Yeah, for sure. Yes, sir. All right, Big A, you got anything you want to add to that?
No. I know being conformationally sound, it does show signs of, the dog should be able to do what it's meant to do with nothing holding it back. But yeah, that's a dog can still work and be a great worker and not be fully conformationally sound, Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. So let me go ahead and hit these sponsors with this intro, and we're gonna start cooking for y'all this morning. All right, check it out.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Drop!
Yes, sir. So as y'all can see, man, Big A put something together for us, and we got it in there, man. We upgrading and we changing things, man.
What do I got? What do I got in there? What do I got in there?
Got the logo at the top of the screen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've been, yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Hold on.
I'll be surprising me. Yes.
For sure, man. That's what's up. But yeah, man. So Garner's Santos. Let's look at the dog. Let's look at the ped. Let's break this thing down. Let's break this thing down this morning. And then so we'll talk about the dog, the ped, the offspring. All right, we'll do that. We'll do that with the dog, the ped, the offspring. So first, let me pull it up for those of y'all who may have never seen him. All these videos are fair use on YouTube. But I feel like it's only right to show y'all the dog, and then we're gonna show y'all the offspring. And my first claim today is that the Santos blood is prepotent. It's prepotent. He reproduces himself very well, in my opinion.
Okay.
So this is Garner Santos. Obviously, it's an old video, but you see him running the kennel. You see him. You see the dog, buckskin dog. He doesn't really have the black back, but he got the black nose, very athletic. You can tell this dog works all day. You can tell this dog works all day. It's like his Bobby Peru blood and some of his other blood is shorter and stockier. The Santos blood is very, very athletically built. This is what I like to see, and this is, I like the way this dog is just moving the whole time.
It reminds me of a souped up V8 with a supercharger on it. A lot of torque to it, Yeah.
All right. This is the evidence. The evidence. Okay. Garner Santos. All right. Now let's talk about the dog.
Okay. Let's do that.
Garner Santos is a producer of record. Okay. Producer of record. And this pedigree has been seen 155,000 times, 453 times. It's a very sought after dog, okay? So the first thing is, no matter what controversy I'm about to talk about this morning, the dog is very, very sought after. People want to know. People want to know about this dog, all right? This dog comes down off of Garner's Spike, and BDB and Garner's Miss Mouth. So this would be a Spike Frisco cross, a heavy Spike Frisco cross. Garner Spike, Grand Champion Spike on the top side. Literally, they said they had straws, and we're gonna get to that part about the controversy. They said they had straws off of Garner Spike, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Simba, and we already heard all the drama about Simba online. Simba, Simba was a champion that quit, okay? And it's in the pedigree. Okay, so we got a champion that quit. We got a dog that was dead 20, 30 years before Santos was born in the pedigree. Okay. Then we got Frisco. Frisco, they said, was a cur.
Okay.
All right, this is what they say. This is what they say. And you got this dog right here with all that in the pedigree. And I still say, why Santos? Why Santos? All right. Let's say any one of these things in their own right is true.
Okay.
How would you breed to this dog with any one of those things, with any one of those fallacies or truths being told this morning? If it's in your yard, why would you not scrap it in its entirety? Let's check out his offspring, y'all. Let's dig into this.
Yeah, let's dig into it.
Now, if you're looking at this and you can see these offspring, this dog was bred a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm looking for, and see, this is another thing too. Okay, so at this point in time, when Santos was born and being propagated, you're not going to see this lit up as much because this is during semi-modern times. So it wasn't, people would not have been as loose with it as what they were back in the day. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Just showing y'all, man. We produced some stuff. He produced some stuff, man. Got a gin and juice dog. I'm trying to show y'all some of the pairs of his offspring with the actual offspring on the picture.
Okay.
And this is when I'm talking about prepotent. Spike Boogie, prepotent. Looks like a Santos dog. One of the highest percentages of spike blood today. This was Santos taken back to Garner's and Goodson's Little Spike and Garner's Whitehead.
And that's what I mean when I say getting a dog that's like what I was explaining about Saki. You should be able to look at the dog and say, hey, that's a Santos dog. You should be able to see it. I mean, that's just my opinion. That's just how I look at it, or what I would want if I was getting a dog.
So that fawn black mask appears here in the sibling in the siblings of that dog, and right here I see some. This dog looks different. This dog doesn't look like this.
Right.
It doesn't look like this. So
right.
That's not to say that anything is off, but just
nope, it's not. It's just what I wouldn't want to get. If I wanted a Santos dog. This is me.
We got another fawn black mask though.
Yeah.
Okay, and he's direct offspring of him, and obviously the female matters too, y'all. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, I'm just saying, as far as this prepotency, what I'm seeing right now is the males are starting to look like these look like Santos. They look like little Santos dogs.
Yeah.
Actually, they look more like Garner's Carmelo, but we'll talk about that in an episode.
What's up, Big Hill, man?
Big Hill, what's good, big dog?
You probably getting it together. What's happening, dog, man? TV.
Salute. What's up, brothers? How y'all doing?
Hey, always great, bro.
What y'all doing with that Garner dog up there?
Oh, we just talking about the Santos and his prepotency in the blood,
Okay.
Yeah.
And why Santos?
Yeah. Another Santos dog, looks like a Santos dog. Now, I'm going to show y'all like 2 or 3 more of these, man, that actually have the imagery, and I'm going to talk about why, the actual why behind it. I'm just showing you.
Show him being bred to something else besides Garner and see what it look like.
Hey, that's a good topic for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Cause all I seen was Garner stuff they was breeding it to. See something else up there, then see what it looked like when it was something else. See how potent it is.
Yeah. Mike Dan with the plan. Salute, man.
Mike Dan. Non-stop. J-Bo. Salute.
Salute. Big Hill, you might be
on to something. Huh?
Nah, it's not that. There's no like. Of course, the ones without the Garner on the bottom side there's no.
They ain't showing you no picture of it, huh?
That's what I'm saying. He on to something. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely on to something, man. So, yeah. Well, if you can't find any pictures being posted, what is that? Broadly speaking, what does that say?
It might mean they're out there working.
I mean, to me, a lot of people private about showing their hounds and stuff like that. So I wouldn't put too much on that, but that leaves room open for the trickery.
Let me say this, Big Hill. Let me say this, Big Hill, Big A though. Like, I don't know too many people that buy a Garner dog that are they're private. If you go to his Facebook page right now and you type in Tom Garner Kennels, everybody that purchased the picture take the same picture at the same spot in his yard when they leave with that dog, man. Every single one of them.
Yeah. I try to give him an out, Dre. I feel this morning you ain't giving no outs for real.
Yeah.
No quarter given. Hey, so here is a out that is not Garner, or has Garner down in it, but it's not the regular Garner. Got Wild Side, got Hollinsworth. You know what I'm saying? This the TK's Red Baby, and it still got that fawn black mask. Actually, red nose. It looks like a fawn to me, but it's a red nose.
Yeah.
Structurally, it's sound, but definitely not a buckskin we was talking about. So, hey, Big Hill, you might have shot holes all in my theory this morning. I appreciate you.
I wasn't trying to shoot no holes in your theory. I just came in. I ain't know what the theory was, bro. It was honest. It was honest. Salute to Santos, though. Look like a good dog. I'm not saying nothing about Santos or whatever. I just seen a whole lot of Garner to Garner. That's all it was.
Yeah. But that might mean something too.
Yeah. Okay, here's the Titan Kennels one that resembles the Santos dog. And the out is the Champion Joe's Red Pirate and DVN's Miss Bliss.
Yeah, because from what I'm seeing, just from the outside looking in, and if I was really dissecting it and going into it, the formula would be, to go to another Garner dog, to get the best results.
That's why
what's up?
when you getting them from when you're getting them from the man, the goat, he gonna try to direct you back to him. You understand what I'm saying? It's like you understand how much freedom do you got? And like most people gonna want to, they want to probably stay with the home team when they buy one from him. So a lot of people ain't gonna be like, man, ain't gonna do it like I'm talking about. But I think I think Nonstop put something in the pedigree. In the chat. It might be something you might want to check out, Dre. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it up. Let me put it up.
I'm looking at it right now. Yeah. Because the reason I was saying that is because for somebody who's just like skimming over it, trying to do the research, you might just be like, okay, the best formula that I see just off of the, just skimming over it might be taking it back to another Garner to get the best results. But like you said, Big Hill, it's also a marketing point too. So yeah.
You know, if it ain't broke, why try to fix it? You know what I mean? That's how you
Yeah.
know how it is.
Yeah. I'm not a breeder, so I just, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so we got it pulled up now. This is Maldito's Champion Jake, 4-time winner.
Okay.
And this is a Spike dog right here as well. Little Spike coming down off of Garner's Spike and Frisco. So another Spike Frisco dog, just like Santos. This dog actually resembles the Spike blood a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Actual Garner Spike right here, and so okay, I'm not even gonna say that online. I'm not even gonna say it online. Now, so I'll talk about it offline. But there's some other things I want to discuss with that as well. But yeah, I'm seeing the Spike influence here. There's also like some snooty influence here on this little Spike, which is supposed to be there anyways. But if you look at the little Spike and you look at Snooty, I can see the influences there.
So Santos was basically a Spike dog, wasn't he?
Directly off Spike. Supposed to be directly off Spike.
Spike bred back to who? Something else off of Spike?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Spike trace heavy in Santos. If he I ain't really see who the female was, whose mother was.
So the female was a heavy Frisco Chinaman dog.
Heavy Frisco Chinaman.
Yeah. So I put it back.
Yeah, Will say you definitely don't.
Chinaman. If it's Chinaman, heavy Frisco Chinaman is still, they're still going back to Spike though.
Yeah,
Chinaman gonna go back to Spike, some type of way. So Spike all up in Santos basically.
Snooty's all up in both of them.
Yeah, Snooty up in them. That's why you getting them. That one dog you just seen had them patches and the white and the patches.
And you know what I think too, Big Hill. I think a lot of this influence is coming down from Frisco as well. Frisco's pretty potent as well with those similar looks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Will said you definitely don't need to go back to Tom Garner for the best. Most people don't know how to breed working stock. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's why I always say, like, I mean, you can get in there, get your scrapes and bruises, man, and get behind the ball, man. Sometimes you gotta get in there and learn on your own, but it's always good to have some kind of background or knowledge or a team around you or somebody who has some better insight than you do to point you in the right direction.
Yeah.
It's like you got training wheels. Some people got training wheels, or you tracing, which is cool.
Yeah.
Or you making your masterpiece yourself. You taking pieces, making your masterpiece yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with tracing though, and having training wheels till you get it right. You know what I mean? That's the safest bet. And just keep studying and stuff. That's all. Till you run out there. Salute.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just looking at some of these dogs behind this dog and seeing some different things. And yeah, I definitely see that Big Hill, you brought up a very good point with his offspring, man. This dog was bred back into his progenitors a lot. We got 5 pages, and I got to look for dogs that have out, or are not directly off of Mr. Garner's stuff. So, yeah.
Now, when you see other people breeding to them dogs, that's when you just say that dog people was interested. You understand? Like you see other camps coming in there hollering at them. But if it's just the same yard, But if other yards coming to get some of it, then you be like, oh, okay, that dog must be doing something. Other camps coming in here, a lot of other camps hollering at them.
Hey, Big Hill, that's good game, bro. That's good game. Real good game. But
yeah, man.
Why Spike or why Santos? Well, that theory is gone. That is out of the window now. But I still use it, and I'm gonna tell you why I still use it. It's because it's a small proportion of what makes up the old yellow dogs, right? At the end of the day, you got to find a mix that works for you. All right. And once you find something you like, hold on to it. Hold on to it, man. As far as the controversies go on the Santos blood, I wasn't there, man. I ain't got nothing to do with none of that stuff, man. So I can't tell you yay or nay as far as what happened. And I don't trust nobody anyways when it comes to breeding, except for people that are currently online and currently doing breedings. I don't trust nobody. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Like if I can't see the breeds, if I can't see the parents, if you ain't got pictures of them stuck together, man, I ain't even messing with you. You know, but yeah, why Santos? You decide for yourself. I seen some good Santos blood on a couple of yards. I don't know if they want their names thrown out there. They are public kennels. But I have seen some good blood on the yards recently. There's a brother that has a 3/4 Santos. I think maybe it's El Negro is the other quarter on the dog. He just did a yard tour. Check him out. Like I said, I don't have his permission to really be shouting his name out like that, but y'all know what I'm talking about. And there's a couple other Santos breeds going on this year. Let me, Brother West said he want to come through and chop it up. Let me go ahead and get this in there.
Yeah. Come on up here, Welsh. Skip in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mike Dan said, Dre, I told you in time, you know what to expect from your dogs. It takes time and patience. It does. It does.
Yep, it takes a lot of patience.
But nah, man, that's all right, man. That's all right.
Yeah.
We students together, man. What was it? We learning together this morning. K1, we learning together this morning, big bro. We learning together. Cause yeah, I came in, I was armed, and and then I wasn't armed no more. You know what I'm saying? So it happens though. And that's cool.
Shout out to Big Hill, but that go to show you the strength of the team, man. You know.
But also goes to show you that the difference between education and wisdom and experience. I thought I was educated, and Big Hill came in with that wisdom and experience. Was like, shut up.
Yep. That's
like a martial arts master.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess his snake style is better than your crane style, you know?
Yeah.
Nonstop don't want you to lose faith in Santos, though. So he said some good crosses out there. I see him. He cheering for Santos out there. He said some good crosses out there, Drake. They probably don't got him up on that computer.
Yeah. And MKM said, keep in mind that not every Garner dog isn't the one and only Tom Garner. Speaking from experience. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. I seen some good ones, hitting some hogs with some of the hog hunters as well. Yeah. So K1, I don't know if I'm gonna talk about grind mode, but Brother Welsh, I put a link in the chat. If he speaks on grind mode, that's okay. But I don't know grind mode kennel to be talking about them, so I mind my business with stuff like that. I stay very, 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 very weary of, this and that and this and that. Because it's there's a lot of like the Garner controversy. Tom Garner's big enough that he ain't worried about what we talk about on the channel over here. You know what I'm saying? But that could turn, like, with some of these other kennels, man, that could turn real volatile real fast, bringing their names up. And I ain't chopped it up with them directly.
Man, I wish one of them legends would mess with us.
Hey, growing with soul power, man.
Growing with soul.
And more than soul power.
Hey man, everybody in the chat, like it's a whole bunch of birthdays in these next 3-4 months, man. Y'all let us know when y'all birthday at if you got a birthday coming up, man. So we can show you some love, man.
Some of them legends wish they could go McDonald's still. They ain't allowed to go McDonald's no more.
Yeah.
Some people don't know. Some people don't know the value, the valueness in being able to go to Mickey D's. Salute Mickey D.
Yeah.
Yeah, Big Hill, Brother K1 said, you know anything about DSP?
I don't know nothing about nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know about that one, bro. I don't know about that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, hey man, y'all don't forget about the dog of the week, man. Send them shots in. Send them shots in, man. Yeah, it's coming up. Friday coming quick. Yeah, they go to dog of the month. Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's these competitions, man, they help. But I'm trying to, and what today's episode was supposed to have done was to help you get the right bloods to build up dogs that look like this. And I still believe, even without the whole breeding, Garner to Garner, not Garner to Garner, I still believe that these dogs produce at a high level, good looking, very, very high quality dogs. And some of the offspring that I've seen off of Santos, personally, from kennels like Warmouth kennels, they have the same look. The prepotent, the very, very aesthetically pleasing. The tail hangs like a pump handle. Dogs are very, very active, just like the video you saw of Santos. And these are things that I've seen in the dogs that do look like and represent him very well. However, the thing that I overlooked that kind of threw me off today was the fact that I didn't pay attention to how many times it was bred back into its own yard. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I did not pay attention to that at all, and I got caught well underprepared for that portion of the show.
And it makes everything make sense when you take a step back and you look at everything. It really makes sense, But these are type of conversations that we have, and it kind of puts a lot of perspective on things. It gives you correction, or it makes you zero in on what you are already going with. Because it's always somebody that can use something or see something that you don't see, or have a vision that you don't have, or can use what you don't use. Yeah. So it's always good to have some some good mentors, or just a good circle around you, man. Yes, sir.
And I think another thing that I'm guilty of too, and is when I look at a pig, I only look at what I have in my line, right? So I'm like, okay, well, I like this working, that's working, you know what I'm saying? And I like how when Nonstop brought in the pedigree, it was a sibling of Santos, you know what I'm saying, bred very similarly, but it wasn't Santos. And this dog was actually a higher performer than Santos was, being an actual performance dog himself and not just a producer record. So it's how do I put it? It's like and I've done the same thing with White's Tab and Tramp. Like I'm like White's Tab is what I run, so like that's what I like. And I guess it's a little kennel blindness, a little self-reflection, because a lot of people say that Tramp was the better performer out of White's Tab and et cetera.
Yeah. Okay, so I got you, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man.
In the building.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a birthday, post it, man. If you got a birthday coming up, post it, man. Let us know.
All right. So that's gonna close up that section of the show, because I don't see Brother Welsh coming through just yet, and I'm not gonna sit there and beat a dead horse. The Y Santos blood, you see it. it looks like it's better bred back to its own stock, you know, the Spike Frisco stuff, but use it as you see fit. I am gonna move on to another topic that came in last night though via Instagram, and I wanted to share this with y'all as well, man. We covered it like a week or two ago. It's called "I've Seen the Future," and I want to pull this up for y'all to share this with y'all as well, because I brought it up. I brought this topic up because of the woolly mouse, and it's gotten a little bit more real.
Yeah. I was already doing my research on what you about to show. I know exactly what you're going with. Come on with it, man. We need to talk about this.
All right, so let me get it pulled up, and right here is this right here. It's not for the yay or nay. It's for your awareness, man. Oh, no problem, Brother Welsh. No problem, Brother Welsh. And Pyrex, man, what's good, big dog? Salute.
Hey.
So we were talking about this the other night as far as bringing these dogs back or whatever, and the idea of cloning. And they cloned the woolly mouse, and we talked about that like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And so, brother, let me read y'all the message. I'm not going to tell his name, but I'll read the message to y'all because it's crazy how, like, I normally with these lives, I put the information out there and I'm on to the next topic. You know what I'm saying? I'm on to the next topic, but brothers will double back and keep you honest on it. And it meant a lot. The brother doubled back and was chopping up with me about it. So he said, he sent me this article and he says, I'm starting to remember y'all talking about cloning dogs a couple weeks ago. And I'm like, yeah, man. And so he sent me that. And we could go on this for a minute or two. So the dire wolf, I thought this was a made up animal. I thought it was like a werewolf or something. Like it is, because the first time I ever heard of one was in Game of Thrones. So I thought it was like a made up like animal, right?
Right.
I'm gonna read y'all a little bit of this article from Time magazine on a dire wolf. But this wolf is extremely large in comparison to other wolves, and I don't personally agree with creating these to release back into the wild. Cosma said no, ain't real. Yeah. I don't really agree with, like, I don't care about them. I don't care to see something that was extinct. You know, I believe this right here was extinct for a reason. As far as using the cloning to recreate dogs that we've seen already, and we can kind of monitor their behavior to see how close the clone is to the OG. That's different. But bringing back something you don't even know how it acted or how it interacted, and you bringing it back, you don't know what it's going to do to the ecosystem. And I just was watching that they were saying that the ozone is healing. They're doing. People are taking trips to Antarctica, and they're saying that the ice is refreezing, and we could see a healing in the ozone layer in our generation. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
But they were saying that every animal in that ecosystem affects the ecosystem or ecosystem.
Yeah, it does. It does, big time.
Yeah.
And the weather affects the flow of the animals, you know, like when water starts to get colder in warmer areas, you know, that the sharks and everything and whales start to move to warmer climates. And I mean, as the climate starts to change, and you were talking about cloning dogs and stuff, and that's the crazy thing about it, because you know, that now, you know, when you said it back then, it was just it's just like a small process. But when you see stuff like that with the little mice or whatever, they already 10, 12 steps ahead of that. You just already seeing what they had to the public, because they've already had laws in place where they couldn't play with humans, like reclone humans and stuff like that. But that already meant that legally, that already meant that they had already been working with it. So now you start fast forwarding to today, and now it's like, okay, now they starting to experiment. Now, you know, it could get into anybody's hands, whoever, and then, you know, next thing you know, it starts with you know, dogs. It starts with this. It starts with that. Next thing you know, we got Jurassic Park. You know, so I mean, it's like we in a time right now. I like to consider it like a renaissance period of today, and it's scary. You know, at the end of the day, I don't care what anybody say. It's scary, man. But nobody likes change, but this type of change is like centuries ahead of what anybody could imagine in our lifetime.
For sure. Let me read this portion of the article to y'all, man, just for perspective taken, because it's obvious, man, like brothers is really paying attention to this show, and let's do the follow up on it.
It's two of them.
Romulus and Remus are doing what puppies do: chasing, tussling, nipping, nuzzling. But there's something very unpuppy-like about the snowy white 6-month-olds and their size. For starters, at their young age, they're already measured nearly 4 foot long and to tip the scales at 80 pounds. And can grow to 6 feet and be 150 pounds. Then there's the behavior. The angelic exuberance puppies exhibit in the presence of humans, trotting up for hugs, belly rubs, and kisses, is completely absent. They keep their distance, retreating if a person approaches. Even one of the handlers who raised them from birth can only get so close before Romulus and Remus flinch and retreat. This isn't domestic canine behavior. This is wild lupine behavior. The pups are wolves. Not only that, they are dire wolves, which means they have cause to be lonely. All right, so yeah, man, they brought back the dire wolves. The last one was seen over 10,000 years ago when the species went extinct. There have been plenty of dire wolf remains and have been discovered across the Americas. However, that presented opportunity for colossal biosciences. Hey, so get your pens out. Colossal biosciences.
Remember that word.
No, well, 2 things. 1, if you see that on there, you know what they're doing. But 2, I don't know if y'all do faith-based investing. So, like, do you look at the religious preferences behind what you're investing in? But these people are getting funded, and they're doing things that people are going to invest in. Okay, so
yeah,
if you can find who their parent company is, and you want to see a company that's probably going to have massive growth, especially with them. They were on Time Magazine twice already this year, and it's only 4 months in. That might be something you want to look at investing into, man, as far as putting your money to let it mature fast. You know what I'm saying? To let it mature fast. Because I can already see this is going to be a thing. Zoos are going to be bidding to get these animals into their exhibits. I can see the San Diego Zoo, the Orlando Disney World location, trying to have a prehistoric walking with prehistoric beast exhibit. If you've never seen Walking with Prehistoric Beasts, it was on the Discovery Channel. But as far as the general public, I don't see us being able to touch this stuff for another 20 or 30 years, because typically they want to maximize their profit gains before they allow the general public to really get involved in it. So
yeah, because they it's been over 10,000 years. So I mean, to be honest, they really don't know the full characteristics of what the animal and and its traits of what it's really going to turn out to be. So I believe they will be sitting there studying and studying and studying, trying to monitor and learn anything they can about it. Yeah.
Orange Juice Jones brings up a valid point. The dire wolf will be competition to the gray wolf. They are way bigger than the gray wolf. It's stupid to bring back animals that are supposed to be extinct. What's next to saber tiger? Hey, so that's fact.
That's what I'm saying.
The other issue I have with it is this. Okay, what caliber drops a dire wolf if you get into a situation with a dire wolf?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like we haven't even tested the ballistics of our ability to re-extinct them if we need to.
Yeah.
Just be keeping it 100. Welsh ain't playing no games, bro. Welsh said 308 in the chat before I got done with my thought. You know what I'm saying?
They try to put more pieces on the board that got us on the food chart. Yeah. They bringing back people that they bringing back animals that's gonna have us on the food chart. They don't need to do that.
Nah, it's going against the laws of nature. You know, just going against the laws of nature, man. That's never. I don't believe that's ever a good thing.
Yeah, man.
It's for for the knuckleheads like myself that then ran around in them villages and then lost our privileges, if you know what I mean. Now we
Yeah,
got, you know what I'm saying? I got,
yeah,
I got, I got to have somebody around me that still got privileges.
yeah. They can reproduce. They can
Well, we don't
definitely
know. We don't know.
reproduce.
They haven't reached sexual maturity yet. They're only 6 months old.
Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah, like I think the life cycle is what we're waiting on now before we
Yeah.
see a movement. Because after you bring them back, if they can reproduce, you don't have to continue cloning, which is easier to just breed them naturally.
Uh,
Way more cost effective to breed them naturally.
gotcha.
I know one thing, all them type of animals, if they come around the hood, somebody gonna have one. Somebody have one in the hood. They have everything there, that joker.
It's I'm glad the brother sent me this article, because with the woolly mouse, I was like, all right, cool, they doing little stuff, but like this is
Yeah,
different.
that was. I think that was last month you spoke of that. Now we a month ahead. What's gonna happen next month, Dre? Yeah.
Them jokers had a zebra in the hood around here before when the joints came out to escape from the zoo. Somebody caught that joker. Somebody had that joker right in the hood, the zebra jump.
Hey man, whoever caught it is a bad man. Mhm. Yep.
He said in Jurassic Park, they made them sterile, should follow that model. Hey man, in Jurassic Park, we saw how that turned out. We shouldn't even follow none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we're gonna create these dinosaurs, we're gonna put them in an amusement park. Like literally, I can hear Jurassic Park right now. We're gonna create
That's
these
what I said.
we're gonna put them in an amusement park and they're gonna kill everybody. You know what I mean? Like, okay,
Man,
we don't do dinosaurs, we'll just do a prehistoric giant animals. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man, it's gonna be Jurassic Park mixed with what's that thing with the eight Planet of the It's gonna be Planet of the Apes, Jurassic Park, all of that mixed in one. You gonna be like, man.
Did anybody watch Joe Rogan's live with that guy, Ben Lim?
No.
Okay, so you need to go watch the live, because in it he says he does not want them to go into an amusement park. He will not sell them. They're making them and going to let them live out their life and let them die, and they're going to put them in a museum. They will not sell them to nobody. And the way they got it was they took like a type of mouse that's they find the closest ancestor to the animal that they're trying to bring back, and they study its DNA and find its like markers and alleles in its double helix, and they just modify the specific parts they need to make that animal come back, from what I understand.
Mm.
So
Hey,
like, they don't even
What?
know if they can breed yet. They believe
Yeah.
they can. They've done some testing. They believe that they'll be able to breed, but even if they do, same as the woolly mouse, they're separated by sex. They're not even allowed to breed. They're not allowing them to.
all right, let me stop you right there. Okay. Everything that they're not doing is attempts. But just like the yard accidents episode, things happen.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You can't say that exactly, Dre. That's what
To
I'm saying.
scientists, things don't just happen. In a lab, things don't just happen
And
unless it's
how did
intentional.
COVID get out? How did COVID get out?
It was intentional.
Hey,
They set that shit out. That didn't just get out.
How do you know
Pit
that?
wise,
What proof do you
Dr.
have?
Fauci that was at Duke released that shit. Duke
pit
Medical
wise,
Center.
Pitwise says part of me what do you say? He say part of me agrees. Part of me agrees wants to see T-Rex and
Well,
see if they guess right. T-Rex, hey man, T-Rex is a dragon, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm just saying, this Big A speaking, man. Listen to me, man. T-Rex is a dragon, man. They bring T-Rex back, he gonna have wings and everything, man. I'm trying to tell you, blowing smoke in flames, man. God, dog, we in trouble, man.
Like what they're trying to do is they're trying to figure out how to modify genetic diversity when species of animals get so bottlenecked in their genetic diversity. That's what they're trying to figure out how to do. They can keep animals alive that are starting to inbreed with each other and stuff. I mean, the dire wolf, I think, was an experiment just to see if they could do it. You know what I mean? Like, they have like 98% of the DNA of a thylacine, and they only had like 13% of the DNA of the dire wolf. Why did they do the dire wolf first? If they have more DNA of the thylacine, why did they do the dire wolf
You
first?
don't. The thing. This is what we were speaking about this earlier. You don't know if they did the dire wolf first.
Yeah, you don't know.
I mean, you don't know.
You didn't watch the live where the guy's talking.
I'm saying what they're saying is what we know, what they have released to the public. If they're working, they've already been working on cloning humans and all that prior to this. So they've been working on this stuff for a long time. It's just what they are releasing to the public now. They are miles ahead of that. We looking at these dire wolves. They
Okay,
probably.
who is they?
I mean, I'm just saying. Period.
Who is they?
I'm
Because
saying. Period.
that's where I'm saying Colossal hasn't worked on humans.
They is Garner.
Yeah, but Colossal has not worked on humans. Now, they've been genetically modifying humans since World War II. The Germans were doing that. It's not nothing new.
That's what I said.
We
That's
understand
exactly
it
what I
better
said.
now. So like all they're doing is changing genetic markers and like they can do it through blood. They don't even have to do it. They can take an animal's blood and clone it. Colossal can. They were talking about that in the live. They cloned one dog for somebody that works at them just to see if they could do it.
Well, I'll be glad
And
when
they said that motherfucker goes and lays in the same spot in the house as the other dog did. Exactly the same.
Well, anybody, do they got super packages for us? Because I need a new back and a new knee.
Well,
So,
I think that's why they're doing this. They're trying
yeah.
to figure if they figure out what gene can make one be hairy, right? And then they can figure out what gene can cause somebody to have cancer, and they can alter those genes or make like there's a toad and these little marsupials are eating them, right? And they're not natural to where the marsupials are at. So when they eat them, they get toxicity and they pass away. So they've taken the gene and modified it and put it back in that marsupial, and now they're resistant to that toad venom. So they're going to put them back out there to kill off the population of toads that are evasive.
Hey,
They want them to kill them.
I want to dial this in. So everybody, Lloyd Edward posted a link to the Joe Rogan podcast that he's talking about right now. I think
everybody that has an opinion on that needs to go watch that guy talk first.
Let me finish my statement real quick. So that's what I was going to say, man. Before we revisit this and discuss it openly, I think we all need to have the same information, because I'm just going off of a post I got at 12 o'clock last night from Time Magazine. I thought it was interesting because we already covered this before or talked about it before, and it's coming up again and again. Like people are wanting to talk about it. But yeah, for sure, like it's because I was unaware that like it's. For me, I'm giving my thoughts on the general ideology of clone. I don't care who's doing it. Mm-hmm. And it's one of those things where I get what you're saying about scientists, but like there's nothing in life that is man-made is guaranteed. And just to think that you can control something that you don't even know how it actually operated when it was alive. We don't even know these operate the same way. And I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example of human beings and something that we can talk to it and get its own feelings and thoughts from, right? We don't know what George Washington's sense of humor was like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't even know what George Washington's sense of humor was like. So we recreated George Washington, or let's say somebody who was alive and not in our lifetime, but in our grandparents' lifetime, that people could actually identify and say, like, yeah, Louis Armstrong. If we clone Louis Armstrong right now, people that knew him would be like, okay, this clone is not Louis Armstrong. Like it doesn't move like him, it doesn't laugh like him, it can't even play the trumpet. You know, so if we can't even accurately recreate a human being, with people that actually knew the person still alive to help re-identify, how can you say that what you're cloning is actually going to repopulate a genus that is completely gone?
And then I got one even better. I got one better than that. We can look at the military and look at military weapons. The weapons that we know, the military is already 10 times ahead of that. They got stuff for that. If you know what I'm saying, by the time America gets done with whatever equipment they done, whoever they sell it to, they have an answer for that equipment that they sell it to. We don't know what they've been working on. I don't, you know what I'm saying? You just don't. You just don't.
So y'all definitely gotta watch that live. He talks about how people can use this. Anybody with the knowledge can use their technologies for free, like that's gonna do good. You know what I mean? As far as gene alteration, like I think that's more what they're interested in. The dire wolf was just an experiment to see if when they modified multiple, because used to they would modify one gene, have an offspring, let that offspring live out its life, then alter another gene in that same so then there's two genes in that same uh animal, that and then they let another one reproduce. Well, these guys are taking and doing all the modifications and then letting it be born. You know what I mean? So they're
Okay,
it's interesting. Like it's
Elevate, I got to
instead of
interrupt.
having to do it through time, it's a faster process. That's why in the last 6 months it's happened. You know what I mean?
I have to interrupt you because, okay, I also have to think that we have to look at our backgrounds too. From a military perspective, I get what you're saying, and from a civilian perspective, that is 100% accurate. But the plans for the nuclear bomb that we dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki were actually supposed to be the whole nuclear thing was supposed to be to generate energy, not to kill people. And what I'm saying is, beware of the man with good intentions, because just because something starts off with good intentions, it can go extremely bad. And from a military standpoint, we are always looking at a way to weaponize something. I'm telling you, from a military standpoint, we are always. Can you imagine, instead of taking Malinois into combat, if I could take a 6-foot dire wolf and drop it into an Afghani village and just let it go?
See, that's really so. Colossal's not a government-owned company, so that's one thing about them. They're a
Okay,
private-owned
don't
company
worry.
by these
Don't
guys.
worry. Annex. We will, like, this is what people don't understand about the military and martial law. We will take whatever we want from y'all. And I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm just telling you that if we need something, we're going to get it. And our acquisitions department can either do it through contract, or we can just beat you up and take it. And it's not to scare you, but that's just like anything with force. The greater force is going to win when it comes to that. And I do not want to cause mass hysteria. But I'm just thinking, if we're in a situation where the person has a gun and the person doesn't have a gun, the person with the gun is going to take the resources 90% of the time.
Yeah, and that go and this isn't just this subject, and I'm not just talking about with this cloning or anything. We could look at the stock market. We could look at anything. By the time the public knows it, the people are the ones that count. They're 10 miles ahead. By the time you get the information, that information is old information. They just coming out about this. They like this, like it like the stuff that we see. No matter what you see, when you see it, you're late as being in the public. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Big C, what's happening, bro? Yeah.
What's up, bro?
And it's Elevate. I want you to take the mic back. I just want to give you, well, like, as you're telling me this, I'm hearing the perspective. It is all the positive sounds good, but like this right here could be,
well, like as somebody with a genetic disorder, like I'm probably a lot more excited about it than you guys are. So
Yeah, because
one thing.
They're doing stuff.
What if
They're
before
doing
I'm
stuff for
50
your
they can alter
eyesight.
my gene so they can
No,
make me see again? I mean,
that's what I was about. They're altering. They're already doing that. They're already doing eye transplants, but they're working on it. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of that stuff
but not a
that you're
transplant.
talking. No, a
What if they can
transplant.
take my DNA, alter the DNA in my DNA, and put it back in me and make me be able to see good? That's what
A
they're talking about being able to do. Not even surgery. Not even you see what I'm saying? They could take my blood, alter the DNA, and put it back in me, and it will change who I am because DNA repeats itself. Like it copies itself every time. It copies itself and dies. Copies itself and dies. See what I'm saying? So like I don't know. Like it could be a very big problem, but these guys seem to be very very like closed about it and not let it get to nothing. Yeah, the government might come and take it, and if they do something fucked up with it, that's their fault. Uh, Technology exists. It would be stupid not to use it and close ourselves off to that. Like we can make our human race better with it. Is why I am so interested in it.
No, and see, like your explanation from your perspective makes sense to me. Like you have a genuine interest in it for positive use. And my thing is
that's why I got into genetics in the first place. Is because of my albinism.
Yeah.
So.
And my thing is, I've seen a lot of great ideas get turned into really, really dangerous things. So I always offer the caution side of it. But I think both sides are needed. You know, I don't want to be so blinded with how bad it could be that I miss out on the goods. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, the main reason I want cloning is to help resustain species that we use for food. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the number one positive thing I see is like the human population is growing, and we're having more and more people that cannot take care of themselves. So like food and medical care is like a big concern of mine in the next 10 years, right? As far as the general population. Because what happens is you overpopulate, the population has to implode on itself in order to reduce numbers down to a sustainable number, right?
Yep.
So yeah, man.
Yep.
Hey,
and everybody's talking about he made these dire wolves. He made these dire wolves. He's produced more red wolves than he has dire wolves. He said it in the live. He's cloned four red wolves and 3 dire wolves right now. And then he also cloned 36 woolly mouse.
Hey, what's up, Nonstop, man? What's happening?
Hey, what's going on, Big A? What's going on, fellas?
What's going on, man?
Hey.
Oh, no, that was true what you were saying though, Big A, about hey, they already doing it.
Bro, what
Big
C said?
They already doing it.
Yes, sir.
What Big C said is true. The vet used stem cells to heal up pups with parvo. That Tom Garner said that. Yeah, I watched that video, Big C. That was cool.
Cause shoot, I worked in the lab.
Yeah.
I graduated in microbiology. I worked in a lab. We did a lot of research, University of Maryland.
Yeah.
Medical school. You know,
yeah.
Some stuff I can't say because we know NDA.
Yeah.
Yes,
but
sir.
Man, they by the time anybody see it, they've been doing it. And by the time we got it, we doing it for the good reasons. The good reason is that's BS. It's always like Samurai say, hey, no, they're gonna weaponize it. Always.
Yep. We start
like you said about when we dropped the bomb. The scientists that worked on, they did not know. They was like you said, using energy. Most of them killed themselves after they found out what they did.
Hey man, I'm so glad you brought that up. I was just about to bring that up because when they dropped the nuclear bomb, all the scientists that were working on that nuclear bomb, when they tested it and that nuclear bomb went off, I mean, it is documented. Some of them was like, what have we done?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? What have we done? And that's what I'm saying. And the whole deal is people don't realize these type of things, man. Now, when you fast forward today, when you start talking about nuclear bombs, everybody got them. And you know what I'm saying? Everybody got them. What we gonna do now? You know what I'm saying? One part, like if anybody knows about the dead hand, if anybody is familiar with the dead hand, that's Russia nuclear response to America. So that means that if we hit them with a nuclear bomb and they can't respond, they are wiped out. It has an automatic response that it sends off over 400 nuclear bombs coming our way. Irregardless if Russia is wiped off the map, those bombs are coming. So you know what I'm saying? When you start talking about these types of things, yeah, I'm well familiar with what I'm talking about, but I'm so familiar to know that I don't know I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's too much for me to know. But I do know by the time we find out about it, 10 miles, but we 10 miles behind. That's something I do know for a fact.
Yeah, that's like you said with anything. Stock market, business. When the CD came out, they had the CD. 20 years before the CD technology came out to everybody.
Exactly.
They didn't want to push the tape deck money away. So hey, we're gonna keep that going until we need it. But they've been had.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Just
So
like
Big Hill or one of y'all, if y'all named a song that was famous, you know what I mean? I probably wouldn't have even heard it where I'm at. So like my area is even more secluded than most because I'm in a valley. Like we feel like we're locked in, and we get music. Like cell phones were late for everybody to have them. So like I mean, I thought I found out about this even later than what I did.
Right.
Yeah, but hold on, y'all. So we got Welsh came in and Cosmic Cow, man. I want to give you.
Hey.
I'm running short. So Big Hill and Big A, I don't know if y'all can keep the show going after I get off the panel, but I don't care if the live runs after I go to work, man. Like y'all can keep it going. It's up to y'all.
I got a little work to do too, but I want to hear what they got to say real quick.
Cosmic Cow, Welsh, nonstop.
Man, what's going on to y'all brothers, man? Peace to the gods, man. I see y'all bulldoggers up early, bulldogging. You dig what I'm talking about? Hey, man,
yes, sir.
I wanted to build on what the brother was saying just a second ago, that he just basically took the words out of my mouth. By the time we get anything, you can trust that the military already has a 20-year application to whatever it is.
Yep.
They've applied it militarily 15 to 20 years before you ever see it. Nobody knew we had cell phones in 1965.
Yep.
What?
Right? Y'all think what's the boy that made the Mac and the Apple computers?
Yeah, I know. And the iPhone.
So you're saying cell phones in 65?
He ain't the first one.
Yeah.
So the thing is, they had all that stuff years and years and years before anybody ever seen it. That's because trust me, they're gonna get the military application up out of whatever it is. They figured out how to split the atom. Them niggas created a bomb.
Yep.
Instead of using that to heal it, listen, you could have powered this world with that same technology for free.
Yeah.
But no, you created bombs because war is finance, and finances run the world in a capitalistic society.
And it was after World War II, it was a fight to get the German scientists. We took most of the German scientists because they were already doing all the experimenting on the Holocaust. They were doing all of that stuff. They were creating all types of stuff, already messing with genetics. The things that I'm saying, these are things that I know for a fact. So
they've been doing that stuff, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So all I know is by the time we get the gist of it, if you get a sense of it, you years behind. You said the first cell phone was in 65. No, the first cell phone was in World War II when they was using it in the field. That was their radio.
It was before that. It was before that too.
Yeah. So it's
in
like
my area, we didn't even get them till like 2008.
So that's just letting you know. So it's just letting you know, man. Like, yeah, man, we catching just of what's going on, and it's scary. But whatever you see, believe me, you behind, and it's just designed that way.
Hey, Samurai. Hey, they was talking about this thing. Have y'all seen the terror bird?
Yeah. I think it's not on a Celestis, but I seen it on the Discovery Channel.
They trying to bring that thing back too, man. What is he doing, man?
Hey, Samurai, could you pull up Colossal's webpage?
Oh, we got to get out of here, man.
Yeah.
We got to close it out, man. We closing it out, man. Yeah.
I think there's gonna be some good applications for it, but man, it's all about how you using it. It ain't the gun fault. It's the people behind the gun that kill people.
That's the exact argument Bob Lynn he brings up. That's the exact argument he brings up.
But at the same time, where's your responsibility if you going out there handing all the kids the guns?
Yeah.
You making the guns and then handing them to them and then wondering why they shooting themselves.
Yeah, now you putting the guns in the people's hands you want, so they can have at it, and you pick, and then you pick up the pieces when the smoke clear. You control. It's a monopoly thing. But hey, we got to get out of here, man. Everybody, if y'all can get y'all, shout outs, man, and where we can find you at, man.
Hold on, just a second, Big A, because I did. Brother Welsh came on. He finally got on here. I wanted to give him a chance.
Okay. Yeah, what's up, Welsh?
Ain't too much. I was just gonna touch on the Santos situation. Now, I don't want to offend nobody. All right, so the thing with the whole situation, as somebody said earlier, they buying the dog from Tom. They buying the puppy. When the dog, whenever they feel like breeding it, they going right back up to Tom and breed it back to the same shit. Okay, first of all, it's no secret. Just look at the goddamn pedigrees. Just look at the Facebook group. 90% of those guys do not know how to breed working dogs. For one. Number two is you're gonna have bad comments about a lot of blood. At the end of the day, people can say what they want about Frisco. Do your favorite dog have more champions than Frisco? If not, then if your dog don't have more champions than Frisco or that line of dogs, that family, then it's either you a hater or you just don't want to accept it for what it is. So at the end of the day, I'm not big on Red Boy. I like it, but I'm not big on it. I don't like Holland's work. Not Holland. What is it? The
Cottingham?
No. What's the other one? The Cadillac shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't like that shit. You couldn't even give me one for free.
Yeah.
But this is the thing though. I'm not blind. See, like other people, they say, "Oh well, I don't want this." I don't want that shit at all. But the thing is, if I see one that's working, I'm willing to take a chance with it. But you're not just gonna breed that shit up and think I'm gonna take one for free, because I don't want that shit at all. If it's not Boomer, if it ain't Boomer, I'm really not looking at it if it ain't Boomer. So at the end of the day, in Dre's situation with the Santos versus Slugger, who the better dog? At the end of the day, both of them are gonna give you different dogs. Santos dogs are different from Slugger dogs. If you're looking for lean, athletic type of dogs with a high drive, go for Santos. If you have a small dog and you're looking to build the structure on that dog with thicker bones and all of that, go with Slugger. But at the end of the day, at the end of the fucking day, if Tom got to hold your fucking hand and got to do all your breedings for you, and you get bad results because you're not out there breeding it to different stuff, don't put a bad reputation on the dog. That's human error, not dog error.
That's facts.
So
that's a great point.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, we always got to remember that, Samurai. We got to, and that's the problem with the pit bull community. And it's not going to be fixed until we address everything, because we talk about a lot of subjects, but we don't really dig deep into them because a lot of people get into their feelings.
Yes.
Hey, this Welsh talking. This Welsh talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Welsh, man, you right on, bro. He was bringing this up, man. He was talking about accountability. You did what I'm talking about when people gonna take accountability for the mistakes they made. You did what I'm talking about, the breeding they made. You did what I'm talking about, or even having the fire. You could have the fire, just not even put it in the right hands.
Yeah.
But see that's the problem.
But what about everybody who getting what about the people who all spending the money and getting all those dogs who actually know what to do with the dogs and they still not getting nothing good off the dog?
Well, see, $15,000 going back and forth. To a time, but it comes to this though. It comes to this. You have to remember what people got to realize is when you playing with genetics It's just like cooking. You can have your favorite seasoning, but you can throw something else in there. It might make it worse. It might make it better. So if you only sticking to what you comfortable with, sometimes you're not gonna get the best results. You have to step outside of your bounds sometimes, your comfortability zone. It might a person you fuck with that you don't like their blood, they might have the secret sauce that you actually need to put on your yard. And then bring it back into your stuff. That's the problem. People just too caught up on certain shit, man. And that's why they stuck in puck. They can't get 2, 3, 4 generations of gas. They just can't get it because they're too scared to step out their comfort zone.
And they would be more likely to step out of that comfort zone if they was actually looking for working dogs, not just that too. Or it would even be harder to you was looking for good working dogs just in your family line. You know what I'm talking about? So sometimes I don't like. I'm not kennel line. You did what I'm talking about. I like it. If it's good, historically mixed with the sauce.
Hey, somebody got some background noise
with my sauce.
Okay, all right.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Somebody was washing dishes. They was on dish duty.
Yeah.
Are you busy? Right on point, man. Post is right on point, y'all. Looking this morning, keep going.
Big Hill, are you busy this morning?
Nah, what you want me to go on my channel?
Yeah, I was saying, man. Can we take this over to Big Hill? Please, because I definitely got to go to work. For me, y'all, I have to shut it down in the morning because I have to
come strapped up. Y'all know it's the projects. Come strapped up. I'm ready to open up. All right.
Yeah. Hey, it's that Big Hill fam, man. Yes, sir. Yeah.
All right.
For sure. Y'all, let me shut down my portion of the show over here, y'all. All the great brothers, Cosmic Cow, Elevated, Nonstop, Wells, Big A, Big Toyo.
Drop the link for the other chat, man.
All right. Wells, you got my number. Just text me. I'll text you the link to Toyo chat.
Hey, it's Big Hill fam on YouTube. Big Hill fam.
You know what, Big A, I do you one better. Let me pull it up and drop it in the chat in the thing now, so y'all can go ahead and follow a Big Hill fam.
Yeah.
I hated to do this to y'all, man. Y'all was cooking this morning, man, and y'all was talking about some y'all was cooking. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was cooking, and it was good discussion. It was good discussion, and I ain't gonna lie, man. It got way beyond an hour and a half conversation. But that's positive though. That's positive. That means y'all are really interested in the topics we bringing up. Also, there's Eli Monster came through and he dropped another one. He said he heard Bushwick Bill is the best producer. That's a topic somebody can cover. Orange Juice Jones said, what do y'all think of the Soros blood? Another topic for somebody to cover. And then tomorrow morning, Orange Juice Jones, thank you for my topic. He said, looking for a great foundation first. That's going to be my topic tomorrow morning, y'all. So definitely, like, everybody got their topics. Like, there should be a single dry YouTube channel this morning. Shoot it to other channels, man. Let them know we want to discuss. Everybody wants to discuss. Everybody wants to get these panels open. Let's get YouTube jumping for the Bulldogs this morning, y'all. Y'all make y'all pass. I'm passing the mic around. Y'all plug y'all channels, plug y'all stuff, and then I'm gonna shut it down. And we're gonna go to Big Hills.
Yeah, you know what it is. It's your boy Big A back in here like I love my wallet and keys. And you see me tomorrow, same time, same place, man. Yes, sir. I appreciate everybody on the chat, and I appreciate y'all coming up here on the panel, man, kicking some game. Yes, sir.
Cosmic Cow or Nonstop, what do y'all want to plug?
Oh, this is Nonstop. You catch us on Dogman TV or Bulldog on both.
Yeah.
Got shout out both.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see y'all on Big Hill. So everybody make sure y'all go ahead and go over to the Big Hill channel.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I got my Catch Dog Pop, my Catch Dog
boys, man.
crazy shirt online.
Go ahead, Cosmic.
Salute to y'all boys, man. I'm gonna have to put my own. Y'all inspire me to put my own little Bulldog something together. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And let us know when you do it.
You know, business on Front Street. You dig what I'm talking about? But you know, to chop it up with you fellas, man, it's truly a blessing. You dig what I'm saying? And
Yes, sir.
I do a little something different than what everybody is normally doing right now. Y'all can go to Cosmon TV, sub, like, share, man. You dig what I'm talking about? But salute to all these bulldoggers, man. It's a bunch of us good folks out here doing everything. And in one of the last shows I showed that in 1200 BC, the Mayas were creating pictures of bat-eared terrier dogs right here in America, 1200 BCE. You dig what I'm talking about? Looked like it could have been Dibo one. It could be anybody, man. Saying that terrier come from America never and went everywhere else and just came back, man. It's indigenous, and so is y'all, man. Look, I love y'all, man. Breathe in, let that light in, man. Cosmon, man. Come on.
Salute, brother. Salute.
Salute.
Brother Elevated.
Yes, sir. It's Elevated Kennels. You can find us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Should I announce the show, Big A?
No.
Okay. So I might go live a little bit later talking about the colossal topic if anybody wants to jump in.
Yeah, man.
After Big Hills.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Like, hey, it don't stop in the morning, man. Give us something to listen to.
That's how we supposed to do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anybody interested in that after Big Hills, I'll come up on that topic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump to Big Hill though.
Okay. All right, man.
All right.
Y'all know what it is, boy. It's your boy Dre. I'm about to get y'all out of here. I got like 10 minutes to go upstairs, get dressed, get my uniform, get on base. So listen, this is what we're gonna do, man. I'm gonna hit y'all with the Christian watchword, and then we're gonna go over to Big Hill. I'm gonna listen to that while I'm getting dressed. I'll be in the chat. Please bow your heads with me. May the Lord watch between you and me while we are absent, one from another. Amen.
Amen.
For the love of the dogs.
For the love of the game.
Love of the game.
Peace, y'all. I see y'all over Big Hills.